What's going on, guys? It's Joey. Today we're going to be talking about how you can deal with unsupportive family and friends. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys 3 different reasons why people don't support you, okay? It's family and friends, why they won't support you. I'm going to give you the answer at the end of this video on how to solve these 3 problems. Number 1, the reason that your family and friends are unsupportive, or it seems like they won't support you, whether it's on a new weight loss journey or a new business venture or anything in life where you want to do something and it doesn't seem like your family and friends, the closest people to your heart, are going to support you, or like doesn't seem like they're really backing you on it, is because they're jealous of your goals. I have witnessed this personally with the entrepreneurial journeys that I've been on. Okay, aside from the fact that I wanted to lose weight and that was my goal, you know, no one really supported me. That I kind of just did on my own. When I started getting into creating businesses online, I started telling my parents about it, and you know, I started telling my friends about it. No one really cared what I was getting into. My parents didn't really know about the internet, so they didn't really know like the opportunities I was presented at the time. I had to do it all on my own. No one gave me their support. Like, of course they were like, oh, you know, I hope you do well, like, you know, I love you so much, like, you know, do well in this. Of course they would say stuff like that, and they would say, oh yeah, you know, like how is that doing, you know, like whatever. But they didn't really care. They didn't really like support me. They weren't like, oh, like what can I do to help you, like that sounds awesome, whatever. Yeah, the number 1 thing is that they're jealous of your goals. You know, when I started these entrepreneurial journeys and I started telling people, oh, I dropped out of school, you know, I created my own business, I don't work anymore, I quit my 9-to-5 job, like I don't need school, I don't need 9-to-5 jobs anymore, like I don't need that, it's not my reality. And I started telling people that, and they didn't support me, and I was like, well, what's going on? Like, I'm doing so much for my life, like I'm not, you know, falling into the like society's role just like everyone else is. I'm doing my own thing and no one's supporting. I want to do my own thing, you know. It just kind of sucks. But then I realized, like, these people that are they're all going to college, they're all spending $100,000 a year to get a degree, you know, and then you know, they're spending 4 years in college, where I dropped out of college. I don't need to go to college, I don't need to get that 9-to-5 job. They're all working 9-to-5 jobs. Realized that they weren't supporting me because they were somewhat jealous of my goals on a subconscious level, okay? It's not like, you know, they wanted to see me fail, but they didn't support me because subconsciously they knew that they're not doing the same thing for their life as I'm doing for mine, okay? And I really want to help people try to achieve success on as many different levels as I can. When I'm doing my thing and I'm talking to people about what I do and they don't support me, and I look at their life and I look that, you know, they wake up in the morning, they hate going to their job, their 9-to-5 job, and then, you know, they come home, they're grumpy, they come home to their spouse, they come home to their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and, you know, they didn't have a good day because they had work, or they had schoolwork all day or something, and they're just not happy. I look at their life and then I see how they judge me and how I, you know, got out of that life, and they don't support me. It's because they're jealous of my goals, or jealous of where I'm going, you know, and where, like, what I have accomplished and what I'm going to accomplish. And they know that in their life they don't have that same opportunity unless they decide to change something in their life, okay? Which I would be glad to help anyone change up their life, you know, get out of that 9-to-5 job, get out of college. Like, you don't need to go to college to make a lot of money. So that's the number 1 thing. The second thing I want to talk about is simply they don't give a shit, okay? If you're talking to family or friends and like you're you know, you have this awesome idea in your head and you're super excited. Let's take, for example, weight loss, okay? If you want to lose 50 pounds and you tell like your friends and your family that you want to lose 50 pounds, well, if you put yourself in their shoes, they're gonna look at you and be like, all right, well, that's cool, he wants to lose 50 pounds, like, good for him, but you haven't lost the 50 pounds yet. And they don't really care, like, it's not gonna benefit them anyway. You know, they might be happy for you that you like decided in your head that you want to lose weight, but you aren't doing anything about it right now. It's not gonna add value to their lives, so they just don't give a shit when you tell them about your goals. And so that's why it might seem that they're unsupportive. And then when you start going through the process, they'll start to support you once you make it, right? Once you get there, once you start losing like 20 pounds, 30 pounds, or almost to that 50-pound goal, then they're gonna be like, okay, like, I'm supporting him now, okay? But when you first start out, it's gonna seem like they don't support you. They don't give a shit about your goal. No one gives a shit about your goal, whether it's financially, you know, physically, mentally, whatever goal you have in life to move on and be a better person, no one cares about it until you actually do something. Very last thing, number 3, is that they don't see what you see. So let's say you want to start a business and you have like this really awesome idea and you try to pitch it to people, you try to like tell people, your family and friends, it just doesn't seem like they're as excited about this awesome new idea that you have because they don't see what you see. And so you know, you might get frustrated, like, why are they not supporting me? Like, this is such an awesome idea, like, couldn't sleep last night because I was so amped up about this. I'm telling them and they just don't care, like, they're not even batting an eyelash, right? They simply just don't see what you see, or they don't give a shit, okay? Because you haven't done anything about it yet. So just realize that these people, it doesn't do anything for them. You're doing something, you have something awesome that you want to do for yourself. Either they're jealous, they don't care about your goal, or they just don't see what you have in mind until you actually put it, you know, into action and you make things happen, and then they can see like the success, what you had in mind, and then that's when they're gonna start to support you. Now I want to tell you guys how to overcome that unsupportive feeling from family and friends. So here is my trick, and I know you guys are probably not gonna like to hear this, but this is a fact. This is real life. No one cares about your goals as much as you do, okay? No one wants to see you win as much as you do. No one cares. Everyone's their own individual, and it's extremely selfish to want all of this attention from your family and friends, to be like, oh, like to think that my idea is special and awesome. All of them have their own feelings, and they have their own ideas that they think is special and awesome, and they're struggling with the same thing. Go in their shoes and see like, how come you're not going over there and helping them with their idea of, you know, starting a new company or starting a weight loss challenge or like a weight loss journey or something, right? So you gotta think of it like that. Like, no one cares about your goals as much as you do. Also, something that I've personally noticed, and you can also hear this in a lot of artists when you hear their songs, they talk about no one really caring about you until you come up. No one really cares about you or what you're doing or who you are as a person, really. And this is fact. This is really sad, but this is true, that no one cares about you. No one really knows who you are until you make something of yourself. And it's gonna be a lonely journey. You gotta do it alone, because like we just said, like even your family and friends aren't gonna really support you at first. So why are some random people gonna support you? No one cares about you, and no one cares about your goals like you. Okay, so you have to just realize that no one gives a shit about you and no one's gonna help you. And once you realize that, it's really hard to accept at first, but once you fully realize that, then you can go out and say, okay, no one's gonna help me do this, no one's gonna care if I make it or not, and I want this bad enough. I want that Lamborghini, I want this dream body, I want this dream house, right? No one cares what you want, so you have to do what it takes to get that. You have to go out and earn the money. You have to figure out how to earn the money to get that Lamborghini. And then once you have that Lamborghini, people are gonna start caring about you. People are gonna start wanting to be around you, okay? That's the sad truth of reality, and you have to realize that, okay? There's no way around it. I'm sorry to tell you, but there's no way around that. And coming back to weight loss, no one cares about your weight loss goal. Like if you have a 100-pound weight loss goal and you don't do anything about it, no one's gonna care. Once you lose that 100 pounds, everyone's gonna come after you, okay? I lost 110 pounds. No one cared who I was back then. No one cared that I wanted to lose weight back then. Once I lost 110 pounds and I started looking good, my confidence started radiating, everyone started telling me I looked amazing, everyone started talking to me, everyone wanted to be my friend and everything, okay? That's just the sad truth of reality. You have to set a goal, and no one wants that goal as bad as you do. So work at it like no other. Work at it, put your head down, don't care about anyone else and their goals, focus on your thing, get to your goals, and then you will have the success, okay? That's just how it is. And don't value other people's opinions, okay? Don't care what other people think about you or what they do or what they say about you, okay? They're gonna think that you're crazy for wanting to lose 100 pounds. They're gonna think you're crazy for quitting your 9-to-5 job, for dropping out of college. Everyone thought I was crazy when I did that. Everyone, my parents, my friends, everyone, because they're so stuck in that idea that's the only way to go about life. I've proved them wrong, and it sucked at first because I was all alone. It was like I was all alone. No one saw what I saw. But once I started doing what I had to do and then showing people that there are results and that I can actually make a life outside of college, make a life outside of a 9-to-5 job, that I can actually lose 100 pounds, that's when people started listening to me. Okay, that is how you grow and influence. That is how that's how you teach other people, by doing and setting your own goals, because no one cares about you, no one cares what you have to say until you have success. Right? I love you guys. I hope you guys did not break your spirits but just woke up your mind a little bit. Okay, I want to see you guys succeed, all right? I'll be dropping a video every single day, so if you like this video, please leave me a little like and drop that subscribe so you can follow along. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to lose weight just like I did, so you can transform your entire life, all right? I'm super stoked. Love you guys. I'll see you next video.